Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Hey sis squatters, today I'm making a video about school, okay? So this video is going to be pertaining to the things that you should bring to school and what can help you out while doing schoolwork and, trying to keep up with the workload. So the first thing that I have for you guys today is something that everybody that I think goes to school should have, and this is called a binder. Now, mine is a little bit customized. Mine says Sizzle on it, C-Y-Z-L-E. I've been going by that for a while, so I thought it would be cool to put it on here. And inside of my binder, I have, let me open it up. Okay, what I have inside of my binder are these little flaps, and these things are called dividers. You write your subject name inside of these dividers, and you can put your little papers and stuff in there. And then I have a not a folder. I have a spiral, and it's for pre-calculus. I have another divider for pre-cal. I have notebook paper. Everybody needs to have a small stack, at least for the first or second 6 weeks, to have enough paper. So bring enough paper for the first and second 6 weeks. I have another divider for money matters, because I take a business class. And then I have another one for English, okay? These are very important because they divide all your work and keep you organized, okay? So this is only for my B-Day binder. I have an A-Day binder also. And it's a 3-inch binder because those are my main core classes. So it has it's a 3-inch, and it has more papers and stuff in it. So that's the difference between that one. Another thing that I find very important to have to school with you is this baby right here. This is called a planner. Everything that I have been doing since day one of school, I have put in my planner. This is a huge mistake that I made last year. I didn't use this. I was like, oh, why did they give us this? It's so unimportant. Nobody needs it. No, that is not true, because look, I'm going to show you guys. Since day one, we didn't have homework on the first day, but let's see. I have been using it since the first week of school, as you can see. This is when I started getting work, was on, what is this? Friday. I had to make sure I had all of my syllabus turned in. I know a lot of schools, they make the teachers give their students syllabus so they know what the class expectations are. Yeah, we had to turn those in. Some of them were for a grade, so I made sure I wrote down that I need to turn them in. Okay, and as you can see, I wrote check marks on them. If it focuses, yeah, I wrote check marks on everything because that way I know that I finished all of my work / syllabus turned in and all that. And this is the second week of school, which just passed by. I use it every day of the week. I use it every day. I only wrote one thing, but I use it every day of the week to make sure I stay on top of my work. Believe it or not, this came in handy because guess what? I had a lot of work. I had about 3 or 4 quizzes in the second and first week of school. AP classes. Especially if you have honors in AP classes. You need this, so utilize it, please. I made a huge mistake by not using it last year. I'm glad that I'm getting on top of it and finding out what it's worth. This is worth a lot. This is your future, your planner, okay? Oh, and also what's good about the planner, I have a lot of upcoming dates. I have a psychology test next Friday, and I also have, next Thursday I have the test, and then on Friday I have a pre-cal test. You know what to study. This gives you all of your calendar days. You write down in your calendar and stuff, test on this day or whatever. That way you know what you need to study and when to study it. I got you covered, y'all. Okay. Another thing that I find important to take to school with you, a bottle of water. I had this water yesterday. I didn't really finish it, but I had this water with me at school yesterday. And water, personally, it helps me concentrate better because whenever I'm thirsty, I just can't think. And also, I think water has electrolytes and stuff, so it helps your mind and brain function. And also, this is something that I will never forget. A science teacher at my school was like, you got to eat something before you take a test because you got to have sugar for your brain. If you don't have sugar for your brain, you won't be able to concentrate. Your mind won't function. So guess what? I have this week, starting on Thursday, Wednesday, I brought these with me, and I still have some left. I have a couple left. But if I get a little hungry, I don't want to be feeling hungry and stuff. I want to fill my stomach up with something, so I probably eat 2 of these a class period, maybe, just because sometimes I don't get to eat breakfast in the morning, so something is better than nothing always, so just make sure have a little something to, maybe chew, maybe gum, a snack, crackers, something like that. So bring something to eat, snack on. Something else that I find very, very, oh my god, I cannot live without this, guys. I know it's a little busted at the bottom because it's kind of oldish, but whatever. I find this pencil bag so important because why? I have my supplies in here. Look at that. I have highlighters. I can't live without a highlighter. My highlighters, these are great. Love them. Especially for English class, when you have to do analytical things, analyzing, and doing all that kind of stuff. I find color pens and highlighters very essential, okay? Make sure you have that. Look, color pens. I haven't really officially went, like, shopping for pens just yet, because that's, like, really special. But I have some from last year, so they still work. Everything's fine. So I'm going to go shopping for pens probably this weekend. So, yeah. But these are really good. And I love glitter. Oh, my gosh. I love these glitter pens. Amazing. I have a Sharpie marker just in case if I have to write my name on like a binder, spiral, anything, a project. I have it. Big erasers for big mistakes, okay? Definitely have to have a couple of pencils. I don't carry too many pencils with me. One, because I don't want people to be like, oh, can I borrow a pencil? And they never return it. I keep a few on me, just a little bit. So I got 3 pencils. And I have 2 two like solid color, like regular colors that are that your teacher will allow you to do, black and blue. Okay, these are great. Okay, and also a pair of scissors. That's all I have in here. And also, I just lied to you guys. I'm sorry. I have a base for my charger, and I usually have my cord in here too, but I didn't put the cord because I'm using it like at home. So yeah. So I find that important. And I know you guys may be like, that's not important, but also I find like chapsticks and stuff important to bring with you to school because you don't want to be sit there like, your teacher's taking notes. Your teacher's like, okay, guys, we're about to take notes. You're like, okay, take the notes. You get your little spiral out or whatever, and you're trying to pay attention, but you're doing that to your lips, and you feel them, and they're just dry, and you're thinking, dang, my lips are so dry, and wow, and you're not even listening to what your teacher is saying. So I find this very important because that way you won't really be distracted by like your lips and stuff. So, and also I have lotion too, just in case I'm just like rubbing. I'm like, what is that? So I find that very great and essential. And let me find some more stuff for you guys. Another thing that is essential, a jacket. Okay, I've been carrying this jacket since like Tuesday or Wednesday because I realized like the first week of school, my classes were very cold and I cannot focus in a cold room. So I always bring like this jacket. I like this jacket in particular because the inside is very insulated. This part is very warm and it's not like too thin, but it keeps me warm. So I won't be like, oh my God, it's cold in here, instead of thinking about like, the things I should be thinking about, So yeah. And now that I've got to all the things that are essential to bring with you, I'm going to talk about what you should do to stay on top of your work and make sure that you are successful this year, okay? This can go for middle schoolers and high schoolers. What you should do is always, like I said, write in your planner. That will keep your workload organized. It's not going to cut down your workload, but it's going to help you remember, okay, I have this to do, that to do, and this to do, okay? That's important. Always, if you realize that you don't understand something, you ask your teacher. You do not be like, oh, whatever, I'm just going to wing it or just ask a neighbor. You can ask a neighbor, but I prefer that you would ask your teacher because they will actually give you the way that it should be done, okay? Ask your teacher for help. Ask the teacher, okay? Also, if you realize that you still don't get it after you ask them for tutorials. Say, when do you have tutorials to go to? Because I really need help. Go to that because last year I didn't do that. I would just like assume that I would end up catching it the next class period or something. No. High school, they move fast. Okay, you don't get it this day, the next day, you probably not going to get it either. You need to get it that day because they're probably going to be moving on to a new topic or adding something to that. Go to tutorials when you don't understand it. And if you can't go to tutorials, maybe write down a few notes that your teacher gave you in class and try to study that to be better prepared. But recommended. Go to tutorials, okay? Let's see. Also, make sure you check your grades a lot. For my school, we have Skyward. It's like this thing. It's just like a grade book. It shows for all your classes the grades that you get for the progress report, your report card, and semester grade. Okay, stay on top of those grades. Check them frequently. Check them about twice, maybe 3 times a week. Some people check them every day, but make sure you stay on top of your grades. Sometimes, guys, like it's not all teachers' fault. They have a lot to do. They have lives of their own, so sometimes they may forget to put in a grade or something. I know it's not good because that can mess you up. Make sure you go and find out like if they did that and tell them, be like, Miss, I did that paper, so can you like put the grade in? And they'll be more than happy to do it. Just make sure you let them know, and that's that. Okay. Um, Make sure you be prepared for your quizzes and tests. And if you don't know exactly what you need to be prepared for, ask your teacher. I was taking notes over psychology, and I didn't want to take notes like, I didn't want to take notes over module 1 through 8. That was about 88 pages. I didn't want to do like all that because I know all 88 pages wasn't important. What I did was I went to her after school, Miss, what are the most important modules? She said modules 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Now that just lowered my workload by a lot because I don't have to do all 88 pages. I'm gonna read them, but I'm not gonna take notes over all 88 pages, so that's good. And let's see. Make sure that I just want to say, make sure that you're just focused. Get focused. Stay motivated. Every time I'm doing something, I'm staying up till 12 o'clock doing a project or staying up till this late doing this. I think about the future. Look at here. I'm staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning doing a project or a paper, but guess what? 10 years from now, I'm going to be going to sleep at 7 o'clock eating dinners at freaking 5-star restaurants with millions of dollars in my account. Like, think about things that are going to motivate you to do better and want to get to that level. And that's what I have for you guys today. Stay tuned for more videos. And next week, I think I'm going to be posting a dancing video. Stay tuned for that. And please use these tips. And yeah. Like the video, like it. If you want to give a suggestion or some feedback, leave a comment. And if you want to stay tuned for all my videos, subscribe, all right? I'll see you guys later. Sis Squad!